It's a team that can score. They can score in a variety of ways. They got a lot of guys that can shoot the basketball. They got a good inside-outside presence. They really like to play up tempo, and it's a school that's had an awful lot of good basketball tradition. So it makes for a great opener for us.
Coach, what do you have to see? What do you have to do to be successful?
I think we just got to be who we are, and that's easier said than done in openers. They've had their opener. They got their feet wet in an opening game and kind of got the anxieties and those things out there on the floor to where they could make some mistakes, correct them. We haven't had that opportunity yet. So, hopefully the 2 exhibition games prepared us a little bit. We know we're playing the opponents just keep getting better, and that's going to be the case Monday night. Davidson's an outstanding opponent, so we've got to be who we are. We need 40 minutes of Lobo basketball that we defend the way we defend, and we do the things offensively that we're capable of doing. If we do those things, then that gives us ourselves a chance.
How are your guys responding to the twilight schedule of practices?
I think it's been good. It's very long days for the coaches, really long days, but I think we're prepared. Again, as much as you can be for openers, because you don't have a lot of film. And early in the season, it's really more about yourself and making sure those things are taken care of, while there's not a lot of film out there on your opponent, and playing as well as you can possibly play at both ends. But the guys have handled the change of practices and doing some of the things that we're trying to do to prepare for the midnight start.
What all have you guys done to change the practice times, and can you explain what the NCAA allows and doesn't allow?
Well, the NCAA basically, you can't do anything from midnight to 5 a.m. Unless it's a game, I guess. So our practices, we've been going a little bit later at night, 8:30 to 10:30, changing their study table habits to where they're in the afternoon instead of the evenings, and then just trying to educate them. It's Monday's a long day. Davidson's on the road. They don't have to worry about classes. We're at home. We've got classes to attend on Monday. You got our shoot-arounds are usually at 11 o'clock in the morning, and now our shoot-arounds at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Our pregame meals are usually at 3:30 in the afternoon. Now it's 8:30. So there's a lot of changes just for this one game, but I think our guys are prepared, and it's an opener. It's the opening of the college basketball season. We all got to see the games yesterday and today, so the guys are extremely fired up to get this new season underway.
Just one more quick question on the scheduling. Do they have to go to classes Tuesday morning?
Yes. Yeah, but we leave Tuesday. I don't know what time, but we leave Tuesday afternoon for our. Well, I think we know we've got talented bigs. We thought we'd have one more, obviously, but those two, Alex and Cam, have been tremendous. And Alex is coming off that injury, so I think as each game goes by, Alex is going to get better and better. And I thought he was really impressive for his first go through after being out for nearly 600 days. I thought he did a lot of good things. And as he gains confidence and he gains rhythm, you're going to see Alex continue to do more and more. And I think Cam has just developed very nicely each and every year. And he gives us a presence inside. He can guard out on the floor. Both of them can shoot it out on the floor. Cam has turned into a very good driver for a big man. So and they both defend very well. So we're very pleased as we start the season. But again, we haven't played any games. But at this point, we're very pleased with what they're doing.
How about your team's overall health, I guess, so far?
Very healthy. We're as healthy as we've been. We've got obviously 2 practices here yet to have. But so far, getting into the 9th, 10th, 11th of November here, we're pretty healthy. So hopefully we can stay that way.
Was having a 4-guard lineup good at neutralizing an up-tempo team?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We've played 4 guards a lot. In our 5 years here, we've had 4-guard lineups probably at least 3 of the 5 years, if not 4 of the 5 years. So it's nothing new for us. We've been able to go against teams that have 2 bigs. We've gone against teams in the past where Colorado State might play 3 bigs at times. So we've seen it all. And it's all about who can take advantage of the mismatches the most. And we just like the 4 guards that we have are very talented. They handle the ball well. They shoot it well. They score it well. They share it well. And they can all defend. So We like that lineup, but it's got its challenges, just like any other kind of lineup. If you had two bigs trying to guard that fourth guard, that's a challenge too.
Coach, how important is it for those guards to be able to clean up on the glass?
Well, rebounding, every year we go into a season knowing how important rebounding is. And, like we've said, in our 5-year run here, we've been pretty good on the backboard. I think that's why we've had the success. One of the reasons why we've had the success we've had, we've defended well, and we've really rebounded well. And, as we start this new season and this new campaign, there's not probably going to be anything more important to our success than how we defend and how we rebound. And I think our guys know that. And we've done a nice job in the exhibition season, but again, it gets cranked up to a different level on Monday.
Could you have the stability in the backcourt? Do you anticipate getting off to a quick start? I know that was kind of an issue last year.
In games?
Yeah, just the fact that you have stability now, the point guard, the two guard, and the three.
Yeah, well, Hugh's not a freshman. We kind of knew what we were wanting to do at the beginning of the year, but a freshman takes some time, and then he got hurt. We missed him for about 2 weeks after his ankle injury, and now we're really healthy. And we get to start the season knowing that Hugh's the point guard, and you got Kendall and Tony in the backcourt with Demetrius. So we've got some guys that can really score, but there is stability of people knowing who's running our show and who's the stabilizer of our team at both ends, and that's Hugh.
You talked about Davidson being a good offensive team, but they were also a very good defensive team last year. What challenges can they potentially cope?
Well, they're an aggressive team. They play very physical, mostly juniors and seniors. I think you may only see one freshman if you see him. The rest of them are going to be juniors and seniors. So, but I think the strength of their team is they want to play up tempo and they want to score a lot of points. They want the game in the 80s, 80s or 90s, and it's going to be a big challenge to our defense. And then from our offensive standpoint, we've got to be able to execute. Handle things that they may try doing against us on the defensive end. We're going to have to do a good job trying to handle those things.
Who set up this game? I mean, was this an ESPN game and they came to you
Yes.
at the time and the opponent?
Yes.
So it's all
Well, we had two choices. We had 8 a.m. or midnight.
Would you rather play at 8 a.m.?
No. I know, that's why I picked midnight.
Coach, what kind of a person is Emmanuel? What does he mean to this team? And can you just comment a little bit on what you guys are doing for Emmanuel for this game and the fundraiser and all that stuff?
Well, Emmanuel's had a lot of hardship as a student athlete. You come from Nigeria and all you want to do is play basketball. That gets taken away from you when you're at Tennessee. You get another chance at New Mexico, and 9 games in, that gets taken away from you. That was hard enough. That was one of the hardest meetings I've ever had with a player to let them know basketball was done. That wasn't easy. Very emotional for both of us because I've known Emmanuel for a long time. But we got a game plan. 2 days after everything sunk in, we met again, and we got a game plan and said, Emmanuel, you're going to stay on scholarship. We want you to get your degree, and things will work out. With or without basketball, it's going to work. And to his credit, where a lot of kids would quit, go back home, that dream doesn't work, so you don't dream again. He stayed and he fought it, and now he's about 3-4 weeks away from graduating and getting his degree. And now the loss of his father, that hasn't been easy. So, I think that's what's the neat thing about college athletics and how fans can really get engaged. There's always different things that happen to these student athletes, and the Davidson game provides a national audience in a way that, from an NCAA compliant rule, that we can send some money back to help with medical costs and the funeral of his father, which his family just can't bear. So anything that we can do here to help is going to really help him.
If you could talk a little bit about the hype of this game and what it means to the program to get the publicity you're going to get.
I think it's great. We haven't had ESPN in our building for a long time for a regular season contest. And 5 years ago, we took over something different than what we're at now. We've been winning championships. We've been playing at a championship level. Davidson's coming off of a championship season. You had us both in Portland. Both of us played Louisville. So there's a lot of neat stories that way of the two programs. And they return their whole team. They really look this year like I think we're going to look next year because we're going to return the majority of our team next year. So I think you got a team on the East Coast and a team out here in the Southwest that have had 5 really good years of tradition and good basketball, and now you're tipping it up at midnight as part of the marathon experience. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So how many times have you matched up against Bob?
I don't know. I might not have. I don't know.
I mean, but you can anticipate.
That I don't know. That I
Did
don't
you
know.
have to return a game to them?
No.
But you can anticipate what the kind of things he likes to do and what he may.
Well, he's been in it a long time. I've been in it a long time. So, I think, both of us understand you try to do what you do the best. And if somebody outperforms you or beats you because they do something better than you, you take your hat off, shake their hand, and tell them good job. So, but both of us have been in it long enough. He's got his style, we've got our style, and you just tip it up and see which style's best that night.
Coach, you've talked about them as a whole, but specifically Cohen and Brooks are their 2 top returning scorers from last year. Cohen 6'10", Brooks he's listed as a forward, but maybe more of like what you call a stretch forward, maybe he's more of a guard. Maybe. Can you talk specifically about those 2 players?
Well, big, both physical, both a lot of experience. Both can shoot the ball out to the 3, especially Cohen. Both of them can take you inside and do a lot of damage in the post. They can put the ball on the floor. Just very skilled, very good basketball IQ players. And then you put those guards in the mix that can all handle the ball, shoot the basketball. Both their bigs run the floor very well. Then the man kid coming off the bench is a strong physical player that runs the floor well. Transfer from the Big 12 at Iowa State. So they've just got a lot of good experience, and they don't have a lot of weaknesses. They've been playing. There's a cohesive unit to them because they returned the 8 from last year that played a lot, and that's really the 8 that you're going to see on Monday night that play the most. So it's not much of a feeling out process for them as much as it is for us playing a little bit different this year, not having 2 bigs like Drew Gordon and A.J. Harden.